So on the latest Candace Parker and Aaliyah Boston podcast, it became suddenly clear to me what Cathy Englebert's biggest challenges are. And it's not actually the business stuff. There is a lot of questions about, what should each party give up in this situation. But for me, and it's not just Candace Parker saying this, there's other people like Elena Del Don, obviously Nafisa Collier. Cathy Englebert has underestimated the value of people, and a lot of this being a people-based thing. Relationships matter, and she's missing these easy, layups essentially, to keep it basketball. And I think with Cathy missing these opportunities, I keep hearing the same kinds of things from players, like they were not reached out to, they were not contacted. Huge moments in their career would happen, nothing from her. These are easy things Cathy can do to just eliminate, people saying these things about you. You can basically not have to spend a dollar doing these things. You do not have to budge in a business sense doing these things. And Cathy comes from the business world, with the Deloitte thing. She was the CEO there, and she, was, in charge of making a lot of money. But in the WNBA, the currency and the biggest asset are the players. So for me, it seems simple. Try to just have a good relationship with them. So we're going to pull up a clip from Candace Parker kind of illustrating this stuff, and I'm going to stop it. And anything she says that I want to jump in on, this is my format. So, please don't come in the comment section saying, hey, why are you stopping at? Because I told you to now. So you can click out the video now. Everyone else that likes what we do here, they will, continue to rock. So I had one comment last time, and I was just like, did you miss that part? I don't know, but let's pull the clip up, and I sped it up just a tad as to be respectful of your time. So here we go.
Adam Silver is Cathy's boss, and he is the commissioner of the NBA.
Yep.
He made a statement a couple days ago in New York regarding that, essentially paraphrasing that it's not about business. It's not about viewership. It's, at this point, seems like there's relationship issues, to say the least. My initial thoughts, because everybody's had the same sentiment, and for a very long time. But in years past, you've been able to point to the viewership. You've been able to point to the fans. You've been able to point to, maybe the talent on the floor, because we are going overseas for a number of months during the season.
Yep.
This year you couldn't. The year before you couldn't. And honestly, previously, I think that was a little bit of a cop-out.
Yeah.
You could point to the business plan, but where is the business plan? It starts with leadership. I'm always a believer in alignment. I think the NBA were led through huge years by David Stern. And he was a commissioner that could get you there.
Yeah.
In terms of get you over the hump, get you to growth. But I think for now, relationships matter. And I don't know if he had great relationships with a number of the players. He was seen more so as, I know they were scrutiny behind some of the fines, some of the dress codes, all of those things that kind of came down on the players. I personally had a great relationship with David Stern, so this is in no way knocking him. But I do think Adam is leading in a different way. And I say that if the NBA is our blueprint, then we have to look at that from top to bottom. We can't just choose what we look at that as. And I'll tell you this. I signed a deal with Amazon to broadcast for Amazon. I got a text from Adam Silver saying, congratulations. I had my third child. I got a text from Adam Silver about my third child. Now, whether this is Adam or his assistant, somebody from the league office is reaching out to me.
A free win. Designate somebody to do this, Cathy. You don't even have to do it. The players kind of know what the game is, but still, it's the thought that counts. And the easiest thing is to be dismissive of, who cares if, someone says something to these people at, important moments of their life. But I would immediately throw that back in your face and be like, what kind of monster are you? Why do you not care about other people? That would, it seems so easy.
I got a baby gift for my third child. I get a Christmas gift from Adam Silver every year. I retired Adam Silver sent me a text message that basically congratulated me on my career and how much I've done for the women's game, and he looked forward to how much I'm going to do from the sideline. I have not heard from Cathy.
Brother, the least you can do. And Candace Parker won a championship on Cathy's watch. We're not talking about just like her winning, a title in like the early 2010s or like, the late 2000s or something. We're talking about somebody that like was a champion in your league, lays it down, one of the all-time greatest players, somebody that has transitioned into a media career and was famous for a long time and was always going to still be a visible piece of women's basketball. In a lot of ways, she's kind of like the Cheryl Miller of her generation, that being Candace Parker. How would you think, as someone at the league office, that I'm going to completely ignore this, or it's just never going to come to mind that, hey, maybe I should say something to them? I think that is a huge part. And like, she's made all these potholes. It would be something like, imagine if she had reached out to Candace Parker. Candace Parker could be stepping up right now and saying, hey, well, Cathy reached out to me. In my situation, I can't speak for everyone else. So at least Cathy has something on the board. But like she said earlier, who is coming to Cathy Englebert's defense? Is anybody stepping up? Are any owners coming out there saying, we love what Cathy Englebert is doing? Is Adam Silver stepping up and basically, not playing the middle, because that's what Silver's doing. Like, he's trying to let them solve it, but he's going to like play neutral, because it's kind of a good cop, bad cop thing, I think, with Silver and Englebert. And Englebert's allowed to be the bad cop while Silver's the good cop. And, he's got the reverence, so to say. So let's pull it back up.
I saw Cathy in Phoenix after I had been retired for 4 months at Phoenix All-Star Game. And she said, congratulations, in person. And that was the only time. And so you've heard other players. Sabrina Ionescu alluded to this. I have a better relationship with Adam Silver than I do Cathy.
I remember hearing about this.
Same thing. Elena Deladon. I didn't hear from Cathy when I retired. My 2 jersey retirements, there was no Cathy.
Yeah.
So I think that Adam Silver understands the process. I don't know if he understood that Cathy was not doing that either.
Cathy Englebert has missed the people part of all this. And that's, I think, what my overall, point is here. And, some of you may disagree that, what does it matter about the people part if, the money is coming in? And I would argue back, well, the money's not coming in. So, like, the people part is really going to illuminate when the funds aren't right. And, they're going through a really ugly time, in the CBA. And I think eventually it will get solved, but I don't think we're anywhere close to the finish line. I think Cathy Englebert, if she happens to survive this CBA, will have to move differently. And if she doesn't, whoever comes in, they essentially walk in with a blueprint of what to do. Because this is a people's league more than, it might not necessarily be the same thing in the NBA, the same requirements, but you need to, I think, adapt to your constituents. And otherwise, they're going to bury you in the media. They're going to make you look like you're this kind of soulless person with Cathy here. And, it's going to get ugly. So what do you guys think about Cathy Englebert and the people part of, the job that she's doing? Because it feels like she's totally missed that part. Peace. It's one lifetime.